Hi guys, today I want to talk about putting everyone and everything else above your date slash girlfriend slash boyfriend. So for example, if your partner or date wants to spend time with you, go out, do things, whatever, and you can't because you've got to play video games, it's probably not going to go down well, and they're probably not going to want to keep seeing you. And if you're already in a relationship, it's going to cause nothing but hassles. I mean, do you really want to be on your deathbed and say, gee, I'm glad I played those video games that night? Or are you going to go, gee, I'm glad I created those memories and went to those places and had all those experiences? I can guarantee it'll be the latter. So if you're putting stupid things like video games above your partner, or, you know, someone that you're starting to see or starting to date, then just stop it, because it's not important. Video games are not important. Now, if you've already got a thing planned where you're going to go over to your mate's place and there's this big thing on and it's now and again, that might be different. But, you know, not wanting to go out on the weekend or out at night or something or other because you got to play this video game and, my mate's only online at this time, so I've got to be on, you know, between such and such and such and such every night or whatever. Guys, just stop it. Like, seriously, video games, like, is it that important? It's not. If you put the mates above her all the time, or above your partner or whatever, you're always going out with the mates. Everything's about the mates. She's going to feel like, you know, just an afterthought. She's going to feel, or he is going to feel like someone you're just coming home to use to have sex, and that's it, because you want to spend all your time with your mates. I'm not saying don't see your mates. I'm just saying don't put them above your partner. This is the person that you could potentially spend the rest of your life with and create a life with, create a family with, and all the rest of it. Mates are not more important. Yes, it's important to have friends, of course, but they're not more important, and they should not be put above your partner. Now, what's even worse than hanging out with the mates is hanging out with the mates and getting sloshed, getting drunk, and then coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and waking up with a hangover, sleeping in till, you know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that, and you've ruined your weekend with your partner when she wants to, or he wants to be out doing things. They're not going to want to sit around the house watching you sleep off a really, really late night, or being hungover, or vomiting in the toilet, or whatever. They want your time. They want your attention. They want to go out and do things with you, create a life with you, share experiences with you, and create memories with you. They're not there to sit around and watch you drunk on the couch and not wanting to go out and ruining your whole weekend because you feel sick because you got so drunk because you were out with your mates all night pissing it up. Jeez, don't do it. Look, I was in a relationship like that where like it wasn't all the time, but it was often enough to be a thorn in my side that my partner would go out for after work drinks with the people he worked with. Now, being after work drinks, you expect it to go for a couple of hours or a few hours, or, you know, at the latest they'd be home at like 10:30, 11 or 11:30. But even though they were just workmates, he'd come home at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and then he'd be drunk. He'd have more alcohol than what he should have, and he'd be sick, so he'd then want to sleep in late because he was home so late. Then he'd feel queasy and horrible and hungover for the rest of the weekend and completely destroy our weekend. We wouldn't be able to go anywhere or do anything. That is not a life. Now, if you were out with your partner getting drunk and having a whole bunch of fun together, that's going to be a hell of a lot more acceptable. But if she or he is the kind of person that knows their limitations, doesn't get rolling drunk, or they are not the kind of person to feel sick the next day or have hangovers, again, you're still going to have issues, because they're going to want to go out the next day and do things, but you're going to be all sick and seedy. So you need to know your limits and not drink to excess. Like, why do you need to drink to excess? I get having one or two as a social lubricant, as a way to lose some of your inhibitions, to feel more relaxed, to wind down after a hard week, to feel more socially comfortable, whatever. I completely and utterly understand that. There is nothing wrong with that. But having 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drinks and getting off your face wasted, why do you need to do that? Especially from your late 20s on, when you're supposed to be a grown-ass adult. Why do you need to carry on like somebody who's all of a sudden turned 18 or 21 in America and is allowed to drink and just going crazy into excess like a stupid young teenager or young adult? You don't need to carry on like that anymore. For goodness sake, you've got a partner. You've got someone that wants to go and make memories with you. Don't ruin it. Don't destroy your weekend because you wanted to get off your face and not being in control of yourself and not know what the hell you're doing. And then you'll probably start doing things and use the excuse of, oh, I was drunk, I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, I kissed that girl, or I did this or did that. Oh, I was drunk, I didn't know what I was doing. It's going to open up another whole can of worms. So know your limitations. You don't need to go and get wasted. There's no excuse for that, really. You're not 18 anymore. You don't need to get off your face and carry on like an idiot. It's very unattractive, and nobody wants to have their weekends continually ruined by somebody who's sick and seedy and hungover, or staying out till 3 o'clock in the morning and then sleeping their day away. Not attractive for grown-ass adults. I can tell you that right now. And the other thing you don't want to be putting above your partner, especially once you know that this is a person that you're probably going to be with, for the rest of your life or whatever. You want this person to be the mother or father of your children or whatever. Don't put your family above your partner. They are not above your partner. Your partner is your equal. They are to be cared for as much as yourself. And your family does not come before them or above them. If you want to put your family on an even playing field, fine, but do not put them above your partner. They are not more deserving of your time, your attention, your help, your anything like that. If anything, they deserve more. This is the person you're in love with. This is the person you're making your life with. You're not making your life with your family. This is the person who you're going to have children with. So your family does not come above them. Like I said, you can put them on an even playing field, but really your partner should be slightly above your family. But never, ever, ever put your family above your partner, especially when you know that that is the person you want to be with forever, the person you want to have children with, the person you want to marry, or anything like that. They are number one. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Reasonably short one. And from Aussie Land, farewell.